Welcome to today's episode of Margaritas with Marguerita Cheng, CFP Pro. I'm Hope Texkeeves, producer of the show and creator of the radio network Incandescent TV and everything Incandescent. So thrilled to be here with our friend Ted Mekonnen. He is the founder and CEO of EveryIncome.com. So take it away, Rita.
Well, thank you so much, Hope, and welcome, Ted. So, we're going to be talking about why financial education is for every income, thus, the name Every Income. So, Ted, as mentioned, I'm just thanking you for being here today and for everything you are doing to improve access and awareness to financial education. So, tell us why financial education is for every income.
Oh, Rita, thank you so much for the opportunity for me to be here, and Hope, I appreciate you for putting this together. Also, we're really, truly grateful to be part of this podcast. I think when we kind of think about financial education, Rita, we don't teach financial education or financial intelligence at home, at high school, at college. Actually, at college, they teach you how to get in debt, and then also at workplace. And I think it's kind of important that our society start really investing a lot around financial education and financial intelligence at the younger age. Because a lot of the decision that society and individual make on a daily basis has to do with financial transaction and financial intelligence and financial education. And that has to be the cornerstone of every single um, individual in society. And I actually, at every income, we think every family is a business. Every individual is a business. So I said, if you're a business, the most important thing you have to invest is around financial education and financial intelligence. So that's the problem that we had identify and we're here to solve.
I love that. And I love what you said about every household is a business. So, what I mean is, I studied corporate finance, but a lot of those concepts can be applied to individuals and families. A balance sheet is really a personal net worth statement, a statement of cash flows. All right, I'm going to say the B word, it's the budget. So, I know that you're doing an awesome job solving this challenge, but how did you recognize this problem and what prompted you to be like, that's it, I'm starting EveryIncome.com?
I think, being in the financial services space from 1997 all the way to 2015, I always had the um, purpose and the calling to solve big problems that exist for humanity in general. And through my journey in the financial services space, I always felt the fact that the industry does a good job as far as developing products, working with different people around financial planning and financial investing and et cetera, but we tend to lack around financial education. And the reason is that the business model was not there. And then on top of it, I think, my personal experience, the fact that, was my father, where he was extremely successful throughout his career, but lacked financial education. And that prevented him from being, for retiring comfortably. And we had to face so many different life events, as we call it, and people face so many different life events, and every life event from the time you're born until you die has a financial um, component to it. And I think it's important to understand that, and then also to be able to educate those people as much as possible. So that's kind of where we came up with, and the reason behind it. It's more personal to a degree, but also it's a global, it's a humanity problem, and mainly in America. And also, Rita, as you are a very successful financial planner, almost 60% of Americans don't even have financial planners they work with, right? And so that's another reason I think it's important to focus on around financial education.
And I love what you said, Ted. You're very intentional with your language. You said financial education or financial advice instead of financial literacy, because who wants to admit that they not financially literate? So, if you don't mind, can you talk to us a little bit about like financial intelligence?
Yeah, I mean, I think financial intelligence is, a person who may have a PhD in a certain topic can be has lack of financial intelligence. They probably never budgeted, or they don't understand the basic component of what is an asset, what is a liability. They don't look at themselves more as a business. They kind of live paycheck to paycheck, even though they make a lot of money because they live above and beyond their means. And I think financial intelligence, if you kind of think about it, r- ranges depending on what income level you are. And some people can be higher income level, but they may not have financial intelligence. Some people may be at the lower income level, but they have good financial intelligence because they live below their means. They understand budgeting. Their parents have probably educated them, or they've learned how their parents manage finance and the relationship. And so I think it's important to really understand, depending on where you are, that we all need to have financial intelligence. At the same time, that financial intelligence, as you go through your life journey, you need to also improve on that financial intelligence, because if I'm retiring, I need to have financial intelligence around estate planning, for example. Why it's important estate planning. Most people think, oh, life insurance, I don't need life insurance. Well, it's not about whether you need life insurance or not. Do you have the financial intelligence to understand how much life insurance you need, right? And so those things are vital in the every household, as we call it. Every household is a business, and a business has to perform and to function properly to survive long term.
I really think that was so insightful. One of my friends said he learned to budget from his abuela. His abuela actually would save money by putting money under the carpet. And he
Yep.
said, even though my abuela didn't have a lot, she's the one that taught me how to budget and save for a rainy day. She would put money under the carpet. She said, this sounds ridiculous, but that's what my abuela did. She didn't trust the banks.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. I mean, I think people's experience is interesting because how they experience their childhood and the experience seeing their parents around, financial intelligence tend to really project that into their life. And I think every decision people make around career, around fulfilling their life's calling, being fulfilled, marriage, friends, everything has financial component to it. I think it's so important to really understand financial intelligence so you can be able to not be forced into a job that you don't like because you're trapped to paying for those cars that you can't afford, or for a house. So those are things that are kind of important to understand.
No, awesome. So well said. So now is your time to tell us about, how everyincome.com works and where we can learn more about everyincome.com.
Yeah, I mean, every income is way it works is very simple. We work with organizations and financial professionals across the U.S., and it's kind of simple. You have to be sponsored to access every income, and the reason we want to do it that way is because we want to be able to provide the audience in general somebody to sponsor them. So it's a sponsorship way. It has bank level security. We don't sell people's data to the Russians or the Chinese. We don't obviously have no ads in the platform, so we want to make sure pure education is something that is important. And then, we don't really focus on product or credit card or bank stuff. So we try to be very product agnostic. And whenever they raise their hand, we connect them with financial professionals as a financial coach. And so that's really kind of the key component of every income. And you can find that obviously on the website, and then also at your company or your local financial professionals can also sponsor you for the platform. And the idea behind it is that we want to, close the gap of almost 60+% of Americans that do not have financial professionals to also have financial professionals to work with and financial intelligence at the same time through the platform. And that's really kind of the strategy behind it.
No, thank you so much for that. And what I really liked about Every Income is the security, as well as the fact that people are not, pushing ads on you for products that may not be appropriate. I used to say that awareness and access are important. Of course they are, but I'm gonna add another A. It's awareness, access, and actionable advice. And that's how we um, change conversations about money and wealth. So thank you so much, Ted. And if you want to use this time to share we know about your website, but any social media handles for Every Income?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you can also find us on LinkedIn, Instagram. We also have some activity on Twitter, but mainly, I think the best place to work with is through financial professionals and different organizations because we want every single person in America to be sponsored for financial intelligence and access to financial professionals. So that's our mission, and we plan to achieve it. I'm 47, and so you know, my goal is before I die for this mission to be fulfilled.
Well, thank you for that. And Ted, you can't go anywhere anytime soon. So now back to you, Hope.
Thank you, Ted. That's awesome. What a beautiful mission. We're so thrilled that you're here and doing it. And we have no doubt that you will accomplish your goal in your lifetime, teaching all of us. So thank you for your time today. And Rita, thank you. Next up, we have Steve Gruber. He is the Director of Operations at Bluestone Life, and he's going to talk to us about insurance. So we invite everyone to stay tuned for that coming up next. So thank you, Rita. Thank you, Ted. And thanks to all of our viewers. I'm Hope Gibbs. Thrilled to be here with you on Incandescent Radio and Margaritas with Marguerita Cheng, CFP Pro. We'll see you soon. Thank you so much for being part of our Incandescent Radio and TV family. This is Hope Katz Gibbs, founder of Incandescent Incorporated, the PR and publishing company for women entrepreneurs. Our Incandescent Radio and TV shows are brought to you by our advertisers and clients. Margaritas with Marguerita Cheng, CFP Pro, brings us 15 minutes of tips every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern on Facebook Live, where you'll meet experts who are helping us flex our financial muscles. Find all of the episodes at margaritacheng.com. You'll also meet intuitive psychotherapist Kara Keem, who interviews therapists and other intuitive guides from around the world. Learn more at karakeem.com. And you're going to love social justice expert Karen Hanrahan, CEO of the San Francisco-based Glide Memorial Foundation. She bridges the gap from local impact to global change on her Thought Leadership show on Incandescent Radio. Learn more about Karen at KarenHanrahan.com. You're also going to love Alina Liao, founder of the radical wellness journaling company, ZenitJournals.com. Alina asks, have you tried to journal but found it hard to keep up? Zenit makes it easier to journal for your wellness. With Zenit, you can customize your journal with prompts that speak to you. No more blank pages. Your Zenit is your personalized space to take care of yourself. Website, ZenitJournals.com. Feel it, write it, Zenit. You'll also meet amazing Tracy Schott, founder of Voices for Change. Tracy is determined to change the world and end domestic violence. Learn more at voicesforchange.net. And we are so thrilled to be publishing a book for Angela Mitchell, who is the tech expert of case management. And she's also the founder of this fabulous organization, Kids Code 2. She is determined to teach kids to code computers. Talk about teaching a kid to fish. We invite you to discover and peruse all the Incandescent Incorporated websites, the magazine For Women, By Women, About Women, incandescentwomen.com. Our health and wellness magazine is beincandescent.com, the business of mind, body, spirit, soul, and heart. Our YouTube channel is incandescent.tv, and you can learn about our PR and book publishing services at incandescent.us. If you'd like to have your own radio and video show, check us out at incandescentradio.com, where you can see what we can do for you. These podcasts are also featured on iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Our podcasts are produced by Brandy Wilsker. Our videos are produced by Nelson Benavides. Our website developer is Max Cucoy, and our incandescent illustrator and designer is Michael Glenwood Gibbs. If you'd like to learn more, please send me an email, hope@hopegibbs.com. Here is to your incredible, indelible, incandescent success. Much love and many